everyone. I'm going to show all of you how I use AIRA to create an artwork in Photoshop because it's a really unique experience. So the agent that I'm working with, everyone that's part of the AIRA community, they can remote into my computer. It's called TeamViewer. It's a free software program where I would put in my password and my username, and you can either change the password consistently if you don't use TeamViewer as much, or you can actually have it to be one consistent password. But since I use TeamViewer often, I like to have it consistent and stay stay as consistent as possible. So with the Photoshop, I have opened the new canvas, and so going to just get a description of the canvas and the different color options and the brush options as I go and start creating my artwork here. So let's see. I was looking then, Dan, to use maybe like a medium size brush tool to start with.
Yes, so the brush tool will be on the left panel of uh, Adobe Photoshop.
Okay,
There's a
cool.
shortcut, it's the letter B as in Bravo.
Okay.
You click that, that will select the brush tool. And then on the top left panel, right next to the brush icon, is the size. You can
Okay.
adjust the size uh, to the medium size. It's about the middle of the slider. And then for the colors, you'll see the panel on the top corner.
Okay.
There's a tab for color, and then we can choose the color. We can start with red.
Yeah, let's start with red like I did last time, the red and maybe the medium size brush to start with.
hmm And then um, I'll bring you to the canvas and you can start
Okay,
your art.
awesome. Cool. And this is a really cool thing also with Photoshop with the brush options because with the little round white circle, it's easier to for me to see where the brush is going as I'm drawing on the canvas as well. And it looks actually as I'm painting or drawing, it actually looks realistic as far as the brush and just how the how the paint is actually applied. And even though it's a black background, I just it's it still works well even though it's not the typical white canvas. It's interesting that it's the black, but see as I'm applying the different red options and just going around and doing different shapes on the canvas here. Let's see. So, all right. And then maybe, Dan, let's try some either maybe green and orange then next. I'll put that on the canvas.
Okay.
Like dark
So
green,
now we'll
maybe.
choose on the top right corner on the color slider. You can choose green here,
Okay, cool.
and then we'll select the green color, and
Okay.
I'll put you back on the canvas. Go
Okay,
ahead.
awesome. Okay, yeah, cool. So actually, too, the awesome thing with TeamViewer is that any of the AIRA agents or visual interpreters, they can move the mouse or just, I mean, for accomplishing whatever task that happens to be. It doesn't just, since I use AIRA for a myriad of tasks, not just for artistic creation, but my museum work at the Butler, as you all know, and also for academic research tasks and writing. And it's extremely beneficial as well with using AIRA for reading academic articles that are longer and just researching. And there are just countless tasks that you can use AIRA for, whether it's on your phone, on your computer, on my meta glasses. So it's just so many options. Let's see. So I'm drawing like these just general lines to cover the canvas, and then just trying to fill most of the canvas as I go along here. And then let's see. Maybe then, Dan, too, we can just switch to orange and then I'll put some orange on here too then.
Okay. So go to the top right corner again, change the slider to orange.
Okay, cool.
Here's the orange, and then you can go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So I like too with Photoshop how I'm able to almost in how see the colors and kind of mix the colors and just how well it works out with being able to draw because I also was able to recently put different shapes on like a collage style and import online photos and edit photos. So there are just so many different options, and I'm continuing to learn and with using Photoshop and creating artwork and incorporating my research is also a really awesome aspect as I use arts based research related to my passion for the disability community and sharing my stories of blindness and shattering barriers surrounding the positive philosophy of blindness. So I'll stop here with my artwork, but I hope all of you enjoyed seeing just a little bit of a demonstration of how I use AIRA to create artwork with using Photoshop and how all of you can gain a greater understanding of how I combine my passion for the visual arts and assistive technology as an emerging blind visual artist. So, thank you all for watching the video.